All right, welcome back, guys. Now we're going to be talking about our rest durations. Okay, so rests are very similar to the notes durations that we talked about, except for now, the rests represent a silence in that given measure. Okay, so each type of rest is going to share the similar duration or the time as those quarter notes, eighth notes, 16 notes, everything that we've already discussed in the actual note names. Okay, so for example, a quarter rest, that's going to be parallel to a quarter note. So a quarter note sounds for one beat, a quarter rest, you rest for one beat. Okay, while this note would make a sound at the bottom, the rest at the top does not make a sound. So the rest are musical silences. Remember that. Okay, to demonstrate this, we're going to have this measure of 4/4 time with quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, when they play, all four notes will sound. Okay, so you would hear da, 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 da. Okay, next, if we took out that second note and we replaced it with a quarter note rest, we will now have a quarter note rest in there, and we would have something that sounds like this. Okay, so where we rest in there. Okay. When played, the second beat now is silent, as you just heard. So we went 1, 3, 4. Okay. Now let's go ahead and discuss the other types of rests. Okay, and so you can see how they're parallel to the other examples. So a whole rest means the same amount of time as a whole note. Okay, and it's drawn as a box that hangs. Okay, it descends. It's strong enough to hold itself from that line. Okay, don't get that confused with a half note rest. The half note rest is not as strong as that whole note rest, so it has to rest or lay down on a staff line or a staff line. Okay, so a half note rest gets 2 beats of rest. Okay. The eighth notes are similar to eighth rests are similar to eighth notes in the fact that they have this little flag, and that's how you're going to distinguish what an eighth note rest is. Okay, in similar fashion, an eighth rest has 1 flag, 16th rest has 2 flags. Okay, there's again range of multitudes of rests you could have. 16th rest, 32nd rest, 64th rest, 132nd rest, but those again are rare for us to see in the music that we play. Okay, and very similar to that note duration chart we saw, here's the restoration chart, so you can see 4 beats of rest can be broken down into 2 groups of 2. Could be broken down into 4 groups of quarter note rest. Could be broken down to 8 eighth note rest or 16 16th note rest. Okay, so I hope that makes sense as we talk about restorations. Okay, and again, just remember, rests are musical silences. Okay, so you do not play when you have a rest. All right, we'll see you soon. Take care. Thanks for joining us.